Call the meeting to order. All rise for Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, agenda review. Do we have anything to add on? When you're ready, Karen.
If there's an update on Hot Sean, I know we don't know. We're going to be with Mitchie on December 3rd.
Yeah.
To look at the Hot Sean grade.
Is there anybody that's available to go to that?
I think I put that on my calendar. It's a 10:30 meeting or something, right?
Something like that.
21st or something.
I'll go.
All right, so you too?
December 3rd, right?
Yep.
9:15.
Thank you.
9:15. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, Karen?
I think that's it.
Okay. Everybody saw payroll and manifest?
Yeah.
Minutes of November 18th?
I make a motion to accept the minutes of November 18th.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We had a veterans tax credit, one yield tax, one abatement, one letter of hire, and we just have a BCEP appointment, which isn't much of an appointment, Rick. We're just, Michelle's kind of moving over to that spot.
Yep.
And then we did have a timber tax intent to cut, right?
Yeah, so we added an appointment
For Wayne Whitney. Wayne Whitney is the new member, the new old member of the budget committee.
Actually,
But that door was locked.
does Michelle have to be sworn in for that?
Yes, she will.
Okay, so who will do that?
She can come here and do it.
Does Jess need to do that, or can Rick?
No, Rick could do it as a selectman. So
You can do it at a meeting.
Next meeting, you can do that.
The next BCEP meeting?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want.
Yeah. All right.
She doesn't want to come over here. Everybody get a chance to take a peek at the building permit report?
Yeah.
Yep.
Then Karen, the Clean Fleet grant, that's,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I was working with Jarvis on it. We were not able to get it complete today.
Okay.
So we'll probably have it ready Monday to submit it.
and then we got a budget request from Lakes Region Planning Committee on that one. Narrows Road and Coles Ledge. So Narrows Road is still pending the DES permit corrections, and Coles Ledge, are they still waiting on the head walls?
Mitchie.
Is that where?
Yeah.
I haven't heard from her.
Okay.
Narrows is on hold or put off till spring?
Right now it's on. We're going to call it in limbo.
Okay.
There's not a date at this point in time for it. I think it's going to depend on the completion of that wetlands permit and what the weather's like over the winter. I mean, right now it's been cold early and the ground's getting hard quick, so that could not bode well for digging in the dirt.
And how did we end up with the Army Corps of Engineers with that?
We can't go to them until the DES
Right.
permit. We'll still have to do that once we get the permit approved. Because the permit was not approved.
Denied.
Yeah. Do we have the library report, Karen? I didn't see that.
It was in correspondence.
Okay.
Pretty monthly report.
Okay. Anything exciting other than the usual? How many people came? What they did?
And, they have a lot of activities that they do.
Oh yeah, they do.
Great. Yeah, if you want to review it.
Yeah, you want to? I wanted to go to the Girl Scout craft making yesterday. But it was at an inconvenient time for me. They never do anything convenient for me.
Yeah, it's pretty much about the kids.
Yeah, it is. It really is all about the kids. Linda, it's all about the kids. There's some of us that would like to go make, sock puppets.
You know what it says?
Sure.
And they have a Friday cracker afternoons, adults can go, even without a child.
I'm in.
There you go.
I'll save myself from embarrassment.
And we did, I guess while we're on the library, so they've switched from fossil fuel to electric, which will be something that will be a little challenging in the budget because there won't be a precedent for the electric bill. And we have to eliminate the oil bill. Oh, they're wrapping presents for people, so there you go. All right. Anybody else have anything? If not, we can, since we have the chief and deputy chief here, do we want to jump right into their
The fun
conversation?
stuff?
Exactly.
Sure.
Gentlemen, batter up. And then you guys have a non-public conversation. So what we'll do is we'll do your budget, we'll do public input. If there's nothing else, then we'll go to a non-public, but we'll finish the meeting first.
Karen, this one you handed out, this is the one we're doing?
Yes, that's their budget they're presenting, and then if you want your note,
Yeah.
it has, selectmen figures.
Just on a side note, you would ask me to look into EMT courses.
Yes, sir.
I cannot find an instructor that will come here.
Okay.
And that's the nearest one.
And Matt was looking into a first responder course. What happened? Okay. So this one's in Boscoin? Okay. All right. Saddle up, boys. What do you got?
All right, good evening, myself, deputy, budget. First line is always our biggest line. Our budget request is $439,742, and that's for 6 full-time employees.
Now we have actually a higher number from the selectmen's budget.
Okay, we'll take that.
Well, just like
So if I could add, the reason that it's higher is his contract is scheduled to end in June, so not knowing any of the.
Okay, is that what we're?
That's in the front.
Well, it would shift.
Yes, but.
Depending on what we do.
Full time, so then I add.
Okay. So depending on what they come back to and the board decides to do. Okay, that's why we have the discrepancy. Okay.
What's that?
What's the number? So we have
499616. And then actually the next line we also have it, if you want to, 151747. At least so we're all looking at the same. All right.
Okay, so the next one would be the call firefighters, 30,000, same thing as we were on last year. overtime was 45,000. This is what we expended, and our request was for like 71,900.
Okay.
Now the holiday line, I think we came up with. We were told it was going to go back into the fire rescue full time. That was your decision, like that.
It was not my decision, the board talked about it, because no other department separates it out.
Holiday.
It's just, it's not separate, so, it was just gonna go back into,
Like, the reason we took it out and made it separate in the past is because all of our people get paid the holiday, whether they're working or not. Whereas in the other departments, they take a day off and get paid. So it's like a bonus check, if you will, to our guys. They get
Right, you got it. I just for accounting purpose, I don't know that it matters where we put it.
I agree.
Yeah,
So,
When we did our proposal, we put it back in the full-time line as well.
yes.
perfect.
As long as, there was a point in time way back when it got forgotten about, didn't get budgeted for at all. And we just want to make sure we got paid.
health insurance, we have no control over. Accidental life, no control over. Dental, nothing. Social security, nothing. Medicare, nothing. Retirement, nothing. Memorials and awards, same thing as actually $550 less than last year. Professional dues, same thing as last year. Administrative supplies and expenses, same thing as last year. Workers' comp, we have no control over. Cell phones, cable, we have no control over. Variable equipment,
Be careful you say that. We get rid of cell phones and cable. Life would be so much better.
We have to.
Yeah.
durable equipment, same thing as last year. Disposable equipment, same thing as last year. Uniforms, same thing as last year. Personal equipment would actually like that line to actually read turnout gear, which is actually the firefighting structural gear we wear.
I gotta wear it because I have a turnout gear.
Yeah, it's turnout gear on ours.
Right, I changed it on.
Oh, you did change it.
So,
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. Same thing as last year. One set of structural gear is about $4,500.
You have to buy them every year?
No, we don't. But we do have some. So the lifespan of a set of gear is 10 years from the time of manufacture. Okay. So we try to recycle some gear, especially every firefighter should have 2 sets of gear. In case they come back, they have to get their gear washed, then they have another set of gear until they go back in service. We try that. Some of the call people, we have 1 set of gear. So if we get another call person on, we have to outfit them. We usually outfit them with a set of gear that's been used already, but within still the life cycle of the gear. So that's why. So this year we did buy 2 sets of gear. We bought one for firefighter Weatherby, which is more of a female set of gear. Formerly she had 2 used sets of gear. So once we found out she was going to stay around for a while, we actually had a set of gear fitted to her contract. And then Mike Ames, yes, Mike's been around about 3 years now, 2.5, 3 years, and he never had a set of gear that really ever fit him correctly, so we did that. So it's about $4,500, give or take. Sometimes they run some sales, sometimes they don't, and we try to take advantage of that. Now with the new PFAS gear, it's gone up almost another $500 to $700. So the paramedic intercept. We'll talk about that.
Can't control that one at all.
We'll talk about that.
Well, we can.
You can have a little bit of control over it. First of all, you can hire more paramedics.
Yep.
And second of all, you can educate your staff to become more confident in their skills to feel that they'll be okay with a paramedic there.
Do you feel that's the case, Will? Are we?
We have some employees that are watching.
Okay.
But yeah, I think at 595 apiece. What happens is when we go to Concord Hospital, we go south of the county line, they're mutually agreement, which we're not part of, doesn't they all bill each other back and forth.
Okay.
mutual aid in the Lake Street.
Okay.
The problem is, we go to Carmen Hospital most of the time, and to get a paramedic out of Belmont's not feasible. If Gilmanton's got one close by, it is feasible, and we try to do that first, but it's really just an up in the air number. You know, this year, I just counted them before we came over. I think we're at 10 paramedics up so far this year.
But we've only been billed for, looks like 2.
Yeah, this.
So,
You had 10 that went out? That we paid out, you mean?
no.
10
Only 2 have been
Two.
paid.
Okay, and the rest came in.
Well, no.
Okay,
10 times we had a paramedic come in. Twice we went out. Both times we went out. Pittsfield and us, Pittsfield. They're on the other side of the line, so they fight the pain rule. But we wait till the end of the year and just see where we all settle out and who goes who what, rather than sending money back and forth.
Yep.
Okay.
So we do owe Pittsfield for 2 currently.
And they owe us for 2?
We owe them for 2.
Oh, we owe them for 2. Okay.
They came here 4 times. We went there.
Got it. Thanks.
It may be on, before the end of the year.
We could. We don't know. We have some payments tonight, so we're just going to go from that and down.
Okay.
So we have that.
And the other thing is, the only paramedic we have now, we have Will, and we have Danny Conger, and Danny will probably be retired within the next year or so. So that's true. Physicals, we still have one gentleman that's going to probably go for his NFPA physical, and that's about $1,200. So we'll probably have to add $1,200 to $600. So we'll come right up about 2,000 savings last year. Fire prevention, 500. Training, we actually dropped it from 10,000 to 7,500. And one of the reasons why is because we were contracting our EMS training through a company called through Tim Redding. Basically, the only ones attending the training, a lot of it was online, was myself, Will, and maybe the day crew. And then everybody else more or less sought their own EMS training or their recertifications on their own. And it was decided that it wasn't feasible. It was $4,500 a year.
It was 3 last time. We tried to cut back on purchase stuff.
And nobody was using it the way it was supposed to be used. So it's everybody's responsibility now to go out and get your own certification.
How many hours do they need?
It's a 2-year cycle.
Yeah.
The basic EMT is 48 hours. Advanced EMT is 60. And paramedics is 72.
And they can get most of that online.
The basics, yes, definitely. The advanced,
Yeah,
not
that,
as much as the paramedics know. They
Yeah.
go out and get some other stuff. Advanced stuff. The fire academy does offer free EMS training, 1 or 2 days a month. It was a 2-hour block. Is what I started utilizing since he hasn't come here anymore. And it's just the pain because it was 2-hour blocks. I got to drive to Concord instead of sitting at home and getting 4 hours. Is what it is.
Communication equipment, we are looking at another mobile, 4 portables for the rescue.
That's an old house. That no.
oh, good.
Yeah, it's just a level funded budget. You got an order out there now, so we're gonna be pretty close to that. But bring them on. This year, anyway. Gotta have something there. Local crafts out. At least $3,000.
Lake Region Mutual Fire League, it's going to increase. About 4 weeks ago, there was a vote for the budget, and our increase would have been substantially a lot more. They wanted to add a captain's position onto Lake Region, and it would have affected us by almost 11%. And I voted no, and I actually contacted a bunch of the locals around here, and the vote passed by 1 vote. And we have less calls than we did last year, and I just didn't see the sense of paying. We actually started paying. I had the statistics with me. Will had them when I brought them to Lake Region. I actually stood up against it. I was probably the only chief that stood up and I brought up the statistics. 5 years ago, we were paying $54,000. Now we're already at almost $9,000. And I said, there's no way the captain's position is going to influence that much. If the chief and the assistant chief did what they were supposed to do and not go to every convention there is on the East Coast and do their job, and that didn't go over very well. That's the one there. But vote passed by one vote, and captain's position was eliminated, and we kept it down. I'm certainly not the most popular guy up there. Maintenance, equipment, maintenance, repair, rental. So what are the things we're gonna do this year? We struggled on getting hose testing done. It took us almost 4 months to get it done by ourselves. It's almost impossible to test hose when you have 2 people working. And every department around, just about, almost everybody except for us, they hire a company, they come in, they do all the hose in one day, ladders and hose. And the reason why we do test for hose, it's a certification that every department has, so that piece of hose is certified in case something happens. We can say, at this given date, that hose is tested by this company, and it's good for a year. Same thing with the ladders. So if anything ever happens to a firefighter, fatality, injury, at least we have documentation that we did test our hose. Especially the 4-inch hose, which is the large diameter hose, it's almost impossible to have 2 guys do it. The one day we did it, it was actually 3 of us. It was myself, Kyle, and Matt Furton, and we spent 4 hours, and we did 1,000 feet, and we struggled. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So.
What's the cost of having a company do it?
About $3,000.
$2,995. So that far, Colin.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that.
So in that argument right there, Chief, you're telling us spend $3,000, but you guys did it in 4 hours. It's a terrible argument. Terrible argument.
No, 4 months. We only did that one truck. I mean, with all the hose we have, plus we can't test our own ladders. You have to have a certified company come in and test the ladder. Now the new aerial truck has already been tested. It's good for at least a year. But next year it's going to have to be tested, and then the ground ladders, which are the regular ladders we pull up with the ropes and everything, have to be tested, and they actually check all the fittings, they check all the pulleys, they check all the rivets, everything gets checked. Even though the ladder hasn't been used in a year, it still has to be certified. Computer maintenance contracts.
Plus our proprietary software.
Yeah. And we are switching, right?
Well, we're fine. The ball's rolling. We don't like our current vendor for software, so we'll pick other options which should be cheaper as well as more user-friendly.
What are the iPads used for?
Those are done for the ambulance reports. We have hotspots in the ambulance.
Do they stay right in the ambulance pretty much?
Well, we take them in the house, and if you lose connectivity, we take them in the house to get the medications listed out and get our information together so that to get to the hospital, you have accurate stuff, what it was back to the house, and you don't have to take them and delete it.
Yep. All right.
Did we end up? We talked, I think, last year about changing those hotspots to unlimited data. Did that happen? Yeah.
I haven't heard any more complaints on my data usage, so
Okay.
She's gone in.
The 2 iPads that are forwarded to you replace them are going to be the hard have their own built-in hotspots essentially. So
Okay.
we're in the house, we'll still be connected.
Okay.
So are those going to have to be added to the
We'll
contract?
get rid of the 2 hotspots.
Got it. So we'll just swap those out, but we just make sure that they get unlimited
Yes.
data, because I think that was the problem. Like they ran out of
Yeah.
data.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way,
You
Lisa
do it
is doing the
through
most.
Block 5, is that who they do it? Who do you do it through?
Verizon.
Right, yeah, because it's unlimited, mine's unlimited.
Yeah.
So
Remember we had
yeah.
that last year? They were going over the
Yeah, I
the
can
data.
imagine that, yeah, mine, it should be unlimited.
One of the reasons why too is the guys weren't switching over from
Right.
the truck.
If it's unlimited, it doesn't matter.
Right, it doesn't matter.
It's one of those things they really shouldn't be.
I talked to the guys at Block 5 about that, and he says, the way iPads work, whatever you were last connected to becomes its primary
Right.
automatically.
Yep.
You have to manually go back and tell it you want to hook it up to the primary.
All right.
Diesel we kept the same, gas we kept the same. Truck maintenance. We went up to 22,000. from 60 now. Originally, 45 years ago, truck maintenance was $25,000. And that was for years. Sean always had it about 25,000. We get cut back. We just never know. We just never know. We have trucks inspected every year. Oil changes are kept up. Tires are kept up. Everything. Some of the unforeseeable stuff we just don't.
There always seems to be at least one big expense every year that comes up. A pump that needs to be serviced because it's failing for $5,000. Whether it's hydraulic pumps for your antique fire truck that you give away.
Yeah, because we had $3,000 for that.
Yeah. You never know what's that one coming up. You know that.
It'll be something else.
Inoculations, 1,000. Nobody asked for any this year. We didn't give any. So electricity, we really have no control over. But we did notice that in the propane, with the new mini splits we had installed at Station 2, our propane usage has gone down, and our electricity really hasn't gone up much. And last year was kind of a test year for the winter to see how
Or it's full seats. They use for that and they have perhaps.
how they would work, and we learned that they work very efficiently when you don't touch the buttons. You just let them work.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually had.
Could you head up to Town Highway and explain that to them? Leave them alone.
We'll close the garage door.
Once you get 100% compliance,
You know, yours could be put onto Wi-Fi and you take the remotes away.
my phone rings all day long. It's that way with the doors already. Only us have access to remotely unlock the doors.
Heating, building furniture and fixtures, we'd like that changed to building maintenance. Last year was $1,750. We're asking for the same thing this year.
You wanna change that line to building.
Yeah, it's buildings and grounds right now.
Yeah,
Building
change
grounds,
to
that's
building
That's fine.
grounds.
That's fine. It's perfect. It's just like I have these visions every year of that. You're gonna buy $1,700 worth of furniture.
Want me to do that for you? Stock spend.
Also on that line, I don't know if it's in your notes section or not, but we submitted a quote for a water filtration system because our water is gross. $58.50 is ground service that we take care of on the tap side of the budget.
Yes, if approved, yes, it should come out of the,
What are you guys putting in there? What you got a quote for?
That was all that.
Right now, we just got a quote. I couldn't even pay with that system.
Can we get a copy?
I'd have to look at it.
$68.50 is a lot for a
It is.
water filtration system.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
we get more quotes. We get the water a third time. This is what he came up with. He's a local guy in this field. But we definitely get 3 quotes on it. And I tell you, I was just talking with Will about the system at Station 1, the salt system. I know there's a different type of system out there.
Well, your salt's your water softener, which will take care of your iron.
Right. But we gotta know what we're testing for first.
Right, what do we?
Well, we got the test somewhere.
Yeah, but I got an iron system at the old cottages. It's not mine anymore. And it wasn't salt.
Okay.
It was something to do with the atoms or something. It pulverized iron atoms.
Reverse osmosis system.
Yeah, the one I bought recently, 5 years ago. She bought it. Worked great. You never had to do with that.
I don't think we have hard water.
Is our concern drinking the water or just the showers and?
You guys don't drink it anyways, do you?
No,
Okay.
we use it for coffee.
So
and stuff
then
like
you're
that.
Yeah,
drinking.
you can't tell. I
We
mean,
used to drink it regularly, so we got it from the town water bottle plant.
okay.
And then like that.
But even when you take a shower, it's gross.
So it's for the shower. Okay.
It smells.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Fire alarm system 7. That's basically the fire alarm system being serviced every year in the morning.
Town pays a lot.
Okay.
So we spent nothing this year.
Right. Everything's been up to par, running. Batteries are a couple years old, I think. So they're good for 5 years. capital layout, is that where we are? We have 52,674 for the ambulance payment. This purchase of the ambulance.
This is the last year on the old one, we switched to the new one. Is that 2027 will be the new ambulance coming?
Right, but, so 2026 is the last payment on this ambulance, but we've already ordered the new one.
Yes.
And we had to put a down payment on last year to hold it, right? We
Yeah,
had to
75,000.
we had to put some money down in order to be able to get it in time for the 2027 replacement, if I recall.
We had to pay. I know we had to sign.
Yeah, that was just signed, I don't remember.
And so, but in 2026, will there be a payment
Yes.
along with this last one?
It won't be a loan payment, it will be purchasing the chassis, pre-buy the chassis at $71,000, which saved us, I think, $5,000 or $8,000 off the total price tag.
72.5.
Yeah, 72.
Yes, I know that.
Okay.
The other thing is the replacement of the utility. The comment was made, we brought the utility B-boys and said we had inspected any problem with that.
Thank God there's no inspections anymore. That's a great
Yeah,
thing.
we'll see how that.
But I
works.
think we pushed that off from this year to next year anyway. So I think we already intended that being there.
For next year, the utility will need 4 new tires, and that's about $1,400 not counting everything else.
So
boiler-
you say next year, like we talking summertime? It's gonna need new tires.
Yeah,
When the snow tires come off of it, we don't have any snow tires.
All right.
We can leave the snow tires on if we know the
Yeah,
replacement's
so
coming.
right. So if we know at town meeting that we're getting a new one, don't put tires on it.
Yeah, we're not gonna. Yeah, we can run until April 1st. I think we run 7 in the next 7 days.
Okay.
The boiler parade, $40,000. This year we had a service. We had a couple of repairs done to it, and it's 30-some years. Enjoy. And the other thing is tank in the ground. Who knows how long that tank's been? 30 years.
Dave Merlin to tell you how long that tank's been.
I went out and get some quotes for Station 1 for re-roofing it. That roof is probably 30 years old. I was shocked. I got 3 roofing quotes for metal roofing, stainless seam metal roofing, and they're in the packet here, and they range from $99,000 to $134,000. So I got 3 quotes for shingle, to strip and rip. Shield for 6 feet, and up the gable ends and everything. In the valleys, architectural shingles, which are good for 20, 25 years. Some of the good architectural shingles, and the price is about $45,000.
Is the roof leaking at this point in time, or is it
We
just?
don't want to.
That's this station here?
No, it's the other one.
The parade.
See, he screwed with you too.
I know.
This one has a metal roof.
The parade 1, parade 2.
One says 305
Parade.
Parade Road, and then it says Station 1. You screwing
Yeah.
with us?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Is that you, Will?
Who do you get the quotes off of? Do you remember?
Yep. I don't have it here, but I can get it.
I mean, are they,
E-Core Roofing, 2 places out of the Lakes region. I got 4 metal roof quotes and 3 asphalt.
okay.
I can have, yeah, I don't have them in a separate packet here.
Anybody should call for a quote?
Yeah.
So on your salary lines, it looks like we budgeted $621,000 if we add them all up, and you guys 578 with well, we got December to go, so we'll come in right There?
I mean, I can tell you, Will and I scrutinize the budget from day one. We sit down every Monday and go over it, and we go over the overtime, and go over what we're spending, and we kept track of the percentage left, the remaining balance by the month. And I do have to hand it to Will that he did a great job, brought a lot of things to my attention, but we had to watch out where we were spending our money, and we kept an eye on every little bit, every nut and bolt was going to get accomplished.
Well, you had to cut back on pretty much everything for your overtime to get nearly the numbers you were at.
Well, because because we covered it without overtime, and so they didn't expend the full-time one. But the salary line stayed, because I know we always discuss where it goes then, and overall you guys are going to be under budget. So that's the good thing. Yeah.
For the utility truck you want to replace, where do you see pulling the funds from that?
One of the two accounts.
Oh.
The one that
The grant went back into.
the one that needs voter approval.
Yep.
Would be warrant article, right?
So for that and the
I think it's the
ambulance.
annual revenue fund that requires the voter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one that we raised money for.
But the fire rescue expendable trust is one that's got $235,000 in it.
How much is in the other one?
You got where are you? Fire rescue was 235.
227, and
So it doesn't have this year's fund.
it doesn't have the deposit,
Yeah,
it's
that's about
40.
Will be about $100,000.
Exactly.
Now, also in the salary line this year, was the money for the raises put in there?
So we go through this every year. Are you under budget on salary this year? Are you under? Because we go
Yes,
through it
we
every year, and it
Yes, we
drives
are.
me insane. We are a bottom line budget.
I understand.
So if I move money to your budget, or Karen moves money to your budget right now, what does it do?
No.
Exactly. Where do we? Whose budget do we take it out of? Move it.
Okay.
You guys have stayed within the budget. Outstanding job.
We did. That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah. What do you got?
There's one more thing that I don't think made cut before printing, but the electrical panel that 106 South Ponce Road. That's my bottom line over there.
What do you got?
So that was to,
That was a CIP.
we had a quote from the Big Tony from Solomon to come in and do
Lighting?
He's the guy that did the lighting over at the parade station.
Yeah.
Put all those nice LEDs up in the bays.
and he gave us for $24,800 to actually take that entire mess for the last 60 years and make it into 2 panels. He went in there and he could not believe what he saw.
And that's CIP.
It is a CIP request.
So that'll come from that.
I guess,
A CIP request for $150,000. Right?
That's what it
Because
says.
they have a couple items.
We got hard quote since then.
Should have that too.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So that does not mean, what the quote basically is the panel room, putting everything into 2 panels instead of 6 or 7 panels, and sub panels upstairs. Now, it's not changing over any of the wiring stuff, unless it needs it.
Right. You're just replacing your box.
When we got
Yes,
that
sir.
initial 150 guesstimate, it was to rewire the whole building.
Yeah.
But Tony came in and said, a lot of this is good. If you find a particular run that's bad, we'll deal with that, but let's not just, sort of baby out the backwater.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Right, and a lot of it he put into channels for, what do they call it?
Conduit
No, channels.
channels. Oh, okay.
Yeah, channels. In the ceilings, everything wouldn't be running everywhere. Everything would be labeled, so we'd have an idea of what was going where. The only thing we may increase is a line going out to feed the trucks. is when they put the heaters on and the line to feed the trucks, it's basically coming off the same thing, which we should have probably had two separate feeds.
Are we popping any breakers at this point in time? Or?
Not current, no.
And-
We do a low around shut off every single day. We're trying to keep the personnel the same.
It's the ambulance shorelines that's correct, because there's so much inside that vehicle that's
Yeah.
critical charging, and if they're all on full load charge, it'll train.
Okay.
But if they're intermittently trickling here, there, and wherever, we're okay.
Okay. Did he check Amtrak and just say? I mean, is it at this like short term? Is there potential for a breaker upgrade, or is the wiring to those particular lines undersized?
Well, he's probably going to replace the brake.
Right, but it's if they're tripping today, we gotta wait
You'd
to
have
go
to,
to
you'd have to
CFP.
increase your breaker size.
Right.
And probably wiring.
Good question.
Yeah, there's one 200 amp panel, 42 controls, 100 amp panel. Off of the main at all required replacement breakers.
Does it say what we have for a service coming in?
I think 200 amp.
We brought the roof up because it was brought up by one of the former fire chiefs here, so we'd rather be proactive before we develop a leak.
Okay.
Because all the roofers wanted, oh, can we start tomorrow? I said, we make sure. Yeah. One of the problems with the metal roof is snowfall landing in front of the building. I know you can put the brakes up, snow brakes and everything, but you're still gonna have some snowfall coming to the front walkway and front doors and the windows. The rear of the building's not gonna be a problem. The rear valley may fill up with a lot of snow. If it doesn't all slide off the valley facing the field like that. The front one should be exposed to the sun, but if we go asphalt, we do the ice and water shield, we'll have a problem. I mean, that's what's on there now. Matter of fact, that's the second asphalt roof. The original one failed, so I guess 5 years after it failed, I'm sure the company that shingles failed. You know the company years ago it failed?
ICO or the Aristocrat had the failure.
Probably.
Yeah.
ICO.
Rusty told me that
I think ICO had
they
one.
guaranteed shingles, they had to labor equipment. But we don't want to have a problem. We don't need that. The building's in good shape. The lighting all got fixed up, and some outdoor lights that needed to be replaced. It was all under, Big Tony told me it was under $1,000. So all the doorways are lit, motion sensors have been replaced, the front lights over the bay doors, and the spot lights. So everything's up and running. He does have to replace 2 of the canister lights that go in front of the bay doors, 2 out of 3. He has no idea. He bought a special bulb that says it works, and kept on blowing that bulb. He says, you know what, this just replaced the key. And it was small.
Back up to overtime. I don't think we actually talked about the number itself, 7197. That's what you got.
70 overtime. Yeah, 71,907 is commute. 45 is what we had in there last year.
I just want to go over the methodology of how we come up with a 3-year number, right? We assume a perfect world that we have 6 full-time employees over there. If we have 6 full-time employees, there's $2,500 a year that have to be covered, carried out, what we call. Assuming that we have enough part-timers to work half of those carried hours and the other half to cover the overtime, that's what it's going to be.
I mean, it still goes back to you guys stayed within the number.
Right. Well,
I know you don't like to go over
no.
the line items, so
totally
and I appreciate that.
There's other money in there that can be used to pay overtime that we don't spend because we're short fat.
Right.
So, it all comes out in the wash. I get that, but we were just so far off in our estimate that, I got our numbers and we can go over them.
All right.
And the only other thing I'd like to bring up is, I know that ambulance revenue right now is 40/60, am I correct?
Now, Al, again, and I don't mean to, like, that takes a town vote.
Okay.
It is not a selectman vote. We've talked about this for a year. The town voted no the last time you asked.
Yep.
If you feel like going and asking the town to vote on it again, I wouldn't recommend it.
That's
But
fine, that's fine. I'm just thinking in the future, when we need to buy the turnout gear, that's gonna come up in 2028, 29. It's gonna be, we have a chart, 6-7 sets of turnout gear. The air packs are gonna be, they're $6,000-7,000 a piece now. Hopefully the new chief or whoever takes over in the next 5-10 years, we don't need the 40 air packs. We need probably 20. The reason why they got so many is they got a grant, I understand. But those are gonna be big, huge expenses. If we had money set aside in the town, we wouldn't have to go to the town. Because if it does fail, those air packs reach their limit. They reach there. And whoever's beyond us, they're gonna be faced with a big hill to climb. We're just trying to predict 5-10 years down the road. This is all we're trying to do.
Did you give that information to the CIP?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll be.
Yeah.
What I was
Okay.
gonna ask actually, because I didn't quite follow the conversation earlier, you guys said that CIP money, where does that actually come from?
It doesn't come out of the budget. The CIP, they'll come back to the board with recommendations and then basically become capital expenses. So it's all the money comes out of the same pocket. It doesn't matter if it's the ambulance money, if it's taxed. Like that's why the whole conversation about the ambulance revenue doesn't matter.
It's a write-off, the write-off people.
Yeah, it's a write-off, people. So, and really the CIP has things to do. It's done for a whole lot of other things, permitting fees and all kinds of other stuff. We have a CIP so that you can create a way to collect fees for that. It's still, at the end of the day, taxpayer dollars. Whatever we're spending is taxpayer dollars. I mean, we can move the ambulance money here and there, but again, it takes a town vote.
And I mean, I do think, and we're putting 60 a year into the federal trust. Right, 2030 is going to be 4 years, 4 budget years away, so that's another 240,000. Plus, then the ambulance revenue on top of that.
So both of those accounts should account for your long-term plan for tax and everything in the past. And you had all of a sudden when you're in the line item budget, just started budgeting a lot more to start replacing it. But then it was suggested to put it in, take money out, have it all part of capital reserve and part of the ambulance savings. So hopefully that's what the CIP will show.
But we also have 2 cardiac monitors that need to be replaced in a year or two. They're $50,000.
Again, are they in? Is
There
it,
it is, there you go.
so they're already there.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so, and that's where it gets planned for. So, right now you have almost $500,000 in capital reserve funds. There's not other than the ambulance, there is not a fire truck on the near horizon that needs to be replaced. So you guys are in fairly good.
2032 for the tanker.
Yeah, 2032.
So, got some time to.
Right. We're not gonna do it.
Neither are we.
I know. Our job is to plan 5, 10, 15 years out.
Yeah.
We're just trying to.
Let the records reflect.
That's right.
We address it. Yes.
All right. Anything else?
No, it's pretty simple.
Then we'll reconvene when we go to non-public. Anybody else have anything for?
Any questions at all? Or?
Nope.
It's pretty straightforward.
You have to go because we're going to have public input and then
Probably
go do a non-public. If you sit there, they're going to come up and ask you all the
not.
questions.
That's where the over expenditures.
I'm Jeanette's gonna talk, Frank's gonna talk, other Frank's gonna talk. Linda's not gonna talk. We're gonna go to public input. So take him with you, Will?
Drag him with you, Will. Oh,
So are you ready to go? Look at you. Look at, all right. At 6:52, we'll open it up for public input. Really? You literally, did she not look like she was going to
she
jump
did.
out of her
She did
chair?
look like she was ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
Oh,
Nothing?
man.
No,
All right.
no, I'm still catching up to the last.
All right. Frank's? Which one?
I do have a couple questions
Okay.
about the presentation. Is the $499.06, is that the bottom line for the total budget?
So I wouldn't quote any budget numbers yet in what you guys are doing.
Okay.
So the way it'll work, Linda, so we have the preliminary conversation. We have what we think, they have what they think. All gets put together, then it goes to budget committee. They do their stuff, and then it'll all come back. So they've got a number more that's the bottom line. That's
I'm just gonna say that they presented.
yeah, and it was a ton of money.
But I do have a couple of things. So since you joked about the annual inspection, but since they're off the table statewide, shouldn't the
I think you guys still have to. Is it heavy equipment still goes through it, Andy? Do we know?
Motor vehicle inspection?
Yeah.
Yeah, heavy equipment.
They still.
Commercial vehicles still have the,
Yeah. So the fire trucks, the big trucks will. The one we were talking about was their pickup truck, which we're going to replace next year.
Okay, and one more. On the roofing, question, would that have to be a warrant article, or could they take it out of?
It would, as a capital expense, it would end up being a warrant article. That's it. All right, Frank. Other Frank, who's going first?
Frank can go first.
Frank wants to be on the agenda to talk about his grant.
Yes. I had a great meeting. Happy Thanksgiving. We just want Harry's to talk about a couple of possible meeting dates. Steve Lanning from DES said he'd love to come down and perhaps do some more education in regard to the project, similar to presentation we did a couple of weeks ago. We're going half moon lake. So that's one. Two, just to get on the agenda for the project in regard to the warrant article versus petition to the schools. So, in that whole process.
We probably want to try and squeeze you in before the end of the year, because we have to get the warrant article. Or can you do that in January? When?
You can do it in January, you have until the first week of February to add in any warrants, the articles.
What do you have Steve's availability?
No, I was just hoping to get maybe a couple of possible dates.
Tuesdays in January.
Okay, good. All right. That's good enough for me. No, that's good.
We meet on all of them
Yeah.
in January, and then just get with Karen, because December is going to be tough.
Budget meetings
Yeah.
coming too.
So, and can we do both in one meeting? And talk about
I don't think there's
project and,
probably no reason we should do them all in one. Yeah.
Good. And then, in regard to.
Are you going traveling again? Is that why you can only come one time?
We're done with that.
We're done.
Yes. We do a presentation on that.
That might be more exciting. Watch your vacation photos.
Plenty of photos and videos. Going down the road in regard to the town vote. In any case, with the vote from the town, we wanted, like, for instance, Nancy Carr asked if we would do a presentation to one of the local organizations in town. So I'm just putting it out there that if anybody, is involved in anything like the Rotary or whatever, that I'm willing to go around and educate people in the town about the project, because we're getting questions about how the money works, how the plan works, and then what we do for capital money applications down the road.
Okay.
So I'm just putting it out
Might be
there.
worth coordinating with Danielle at the library and see if they can put something in the Barnstead Banner, time it with a
Okay.
presentation over there. Use their meeting room and TV and everything else.
Yeah. That's really good. And that's it.
That was easy.
Yeah, so Tuesdays in January?
Tuesdays in January. We're not changing meeting dates. Not yet. Maybe later.
All right. Thank you.
We meet at 6 o'clock, Frank.
Yes.
Frank? It's a big stack of paper.
Frank Ramonti, 118 North Barnstead Road. Just like to follow the rules, make sure I introduce myself. Selectmen.
Wow. You just pointed somebody out, didn't you?
Yeah, usually you call me up, but everybody else can buy.
Yes. 100%.
So I was just wanted to talk about. So I understand that and if I'm in error, please correct me. I understand the police officers now take their vehicles home. Is that true?
No. So you are incorrect. Well, you're correctly incorrect. So on-call officers will take a cruiser home because we have an on-call officer overnight.
Okay, so it's one on-call officer, and then
There'll be two on-call officers. You'll have an on-call supervisor, and you have an on-call officer. Now, most of the time, only one person ends up being on-call. So we really have same person is on-call almost every night.
So it's possibly then two vehicles that are going.
Potentially. Yep.
And then, so my concerns are that I'm just, cruises cost money. And so I'm glad to hear that it's on call versus just taking them home.
Yep.
Can I ask, is that the sergeant and the lieutenant, or is that?
It's the lieutenant, and it depends on who the other on-call officer is. So I guess we do have the sergeants in his deal. Takes that unmarked Charger home.
Right.
When he's on call.
He actually takes his home all the time.
Oh.
So good all about him.
So it's three vehicles.
Yep.
Okay. And then I understood from Wednesday's meeting that you're thinking about letting the DPW supervisor take home a vehicle.
So I don't know why that would have been discussed there.
Right.
Because so historically the road agent does take a vehicle home.
So that's something that hasn't changed.
It hasn't changed. It's nothing new.
Okay.
They've always taken one home.
Yep.
So my concern is just that's an awful great benefit to take vehicles home. Historically, historically down the road, they're not really cars aren't taken care of all that well. So they burn out a lot quicker than they usually do. Since you spoke of a bottom line budget, I know one cruiser is still on the dock to be purchased. Do you have any thoughts about next year purchasing cruisers for next year? How are you figuring out that you're going to be turning over these a lot quicker? So how does that affect our tax rate?
Well, we just got a new one.
We just got a new one.
And we're approved for another one already.
Yeah.
Is that sorry?
So we're already approved on another one already,
Yes.
which will be purchased for next year. So, yeah.
So there's no thought of purchasing that this year. So then will there be a warrant article for next year for another cruiser?
There shouldn't be.
How do we have? So we have one that
so. We
the
already
select
have
board can expend, and that's using.
Repair budget.
It's not the surplus funds we put in there, but
You call it repair plus new vehicle.
that
If
was
my memory serves.
that was actually incorrectly stated. It is to purchase a vehicle. That specific fund was to not repair, but to replace.
Well,
We have a separate maintenance budget line for
but it
that.
did say repair or use or new is what I recall. I think
Mhm.
go by memory. It failed. Anyway, so you have one, that particular one you're going to purchase in 26.
I don't know when we'll purchase it. Right now, it's looking at what we need. So right now, we have, I think, 3 that are under 100,000 miles. One that's got no miles on it, brand spanking new, sitting out there waiting for a radio. And then we have one that's He loves it. It's got
The
close to
Charger is
200,000 miles on it.
yeah. I mean that's I mean, even if we auctioned it, we probably
So
only.
do I dare ask about, if and when a new police chief is hired, he gets the lowest out of control and takes that vehicle, you buy him a
I don't think we can even comment on that. I mean, that would be part of a contract agreement or something like that, I would guess.
Is that something that is under your agreement, that you would put in a cruiser?
It depends how much we're paying them. I mean, you know, it adds value to salary.
I do know the police chief wants a cruiser. Why is it a new one?
Well, so historically,
I'm gonna go by what you said. Now, at the last town meeting, you said those admin vehicles get pushed down.
I don't think that's actually what I said. That would be no, because historically, and when I was in law enforcement, the chief had the crappiest car. Historically speaking, the new car went to patrol, and you didn't care if he broke down.
The
So
car that we have right now for the chief doesn't have everything. You know,
It's not a police cruiser.
it's not a cruiser.
It's
And
just
that
a
was a lot of
Ford
discussion
Taurus.
about that. I actually agreed with my private vehicle.
But that actually is considered a police vehicle.
It is.
it's an administrative
Bill
package.
Haynes' budget committee we went round and round with that because the state police's vehicles, Bill Haynes' vehicle was set up almost identical to the chief's vehicle, and it's still a police cruiser because it has lights and a radio in it.
Right.
Yeah.
It is
Bottom
a
line.
cruiser.
Yeah.
It
So,
is set up
just-
like you, because it is.
You just can't transport people.
So I'm just going down this road because I feel that I'm looking ahead to 26. I've been sitting in the police fire and admin meetings. I see that it's going to full-time police chiefs.
We haven't
Recommended.
had any reports back yet. We have no idea.
You mean that's the committee's recommendation? Is what you're saying?
If they recommend it. So 2 votes are already in for full-time. So I'm just thinking tax base down the road. I mean, have you thought about money? What the taxes are going to be like for all these new positions?
We
No,
don't
we're
even,
just gonna let it go and have all kinds of money and don't care. Come on, Frank.
Frank, we don't have any idea what these positions are gonna consist of. Are they gonna be full-time? Are they gonna be part-time? Are we gonna find somebody else to do it? We're gonna sub it out? I mean, we have no clue.
That hasn't been talked about though. And that's what I'm almost about.
Well, it hasn't been talked about with us.
Well,
It has been talked about because I'd say almost every meeting that the select board has not discussed this stuff. They're waiting for what comes in from the subcommittee first. And then we'll take that all in and then we'll discuss it.
you and I both know that I brought up several times that I think you have an article out there from a public safety building. You never built a public safety building. You won't look at a public safety director. That was shot down. So you're only really looking at full-time police chief, which they approved already. Make a recommendation.
That's their recommendation. They haven't approved a thing yet.
Sorry.
We approved.
My terminology.
No, that's
Make a
okay.
recommendation for a full-time police chief. Make a recommendation for a full-time fire chief. Have already been voted on and unanimously approved from that committee, right?
And that's something we'll look into after we get
When-
this.
when-
But
These guys, they're not really aware of that. They're not.
We're not prepared to talk about what this committee is suggesting.
I've sit at those meetings. I've sat at all except
So you're are you squealing?
Yeah.
Because we don't have a report from them
I'm
yet.
going to ask you when that meeting is, because after their report, I'm going to be right behind them. Oh, absolutely. You know what's coming, right? So I'm just thinking, all these things that these committees are doing, what are you thinking about the tax rate down the road? I mean, we already got a nice little gift for Christmas in 25. What's 26 looking like?
So, Frank, I just want to ask something, because this is the most frustrating thing I hear from people in town, or people that are talking who don't seem to know. We have one of the lowest tax rates in the area. The only town that is less than us is Alton. We are far below average on our municipal spending. So an average town in the state of New Hampshire is almost $5 per thousand. We're $3.98. We are sitting here bitching about a cruiser that would cost the average taxpayer $18. $18 a year, not a month. $18 a year to have a vehicle that can respond to a call, to their house, to what they need. That's the same amount the utility vehicle is going to cost. $18 for the average taxpayer. So $18.
Here's my dilemma in all of this talk. So I look at it as, what benefits do I get by paying all these taxes, right? We haven't had a full-time police department in, what, 18, 20 months? I mean, how do we really keep track, right? I'm very
Have you had a call for service that has not been responded to from the police department? Because, okay, we haven't. So, but here's the thing, facts are important. If we don't have an officer on, we've had Sheriff's Department coverage, we've had Alton PD cover, we've had the state police cover, and it comes out of their budget, okay? There are times when the fire department doesn't have full coverage, and we mutual aid from another department.
all good things.
They respond to all the calls. So when you say, I'm not getting my money's worth because we haven't been fully staffed, it's not really true.
Well,
It's not. On its face, it's not true. And that's the problem. And people come up in arms and they complain about their taxes and they can't afford their homes and they can't do
I'm not
that.
saying that.
But that's where we're going to.
I'm just saying that I don't see the value. I've said it more than once at the police, fire, and whatever you call it. I mean, I don't think I get the bang for the buck. That's all I'm saying.
But you're also used to, I'll give you an example. Concord just came out with their tax rate. Concord is 40% higher than we are. Now you get value, right? You get trash pickup and you get sewer and you get public water and you get all those, which you also pay for on top of it, right? Because you're going to pay your sewer bill, you're going to pay your water bill, you're going to pay that. So services, yeah, we don't have them because we're not a city and we don't want to be a city. There's a reason we live in Barnstead. We want to live on a gravel road. We want to know who our police officers are. And 300 years Barnstead's been here. 100 years worth of town reports go through them, Frank. They don't want gravel. They don't want paved roads in Barnstead. What happens is those of us who move here later all of a sudden say, I think I want to change it. But there's a reason we moved here. We moved here knowing we have a small town department and that I can know every officer. I can know every firefighter. There's a value. There's a value in the community. That's the value you get.
But I would also say, going back to the roads, though, I heard you say that there are some people in this town that only want dirt roads, right? And the dirt roads wash out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I say town fixes it the first time, right? And there's benefits to having a dirt road, which I don't see any benefits in, by the way, or an asphalt road.
Oh.
I think an asphalt road's going to last a lot longer. I don't think it's going to wash out if properly constructed. But when a dirt road keeps washing out every year and every storm, I have to pay for it, even though I don't live on it. I feel that those people who want those dirt roads should get paid
When we get the disasters we had 3 in 1 year. Thankfully
There were
this
paved
year
roads.
we didn't have any paved roads washed out too. So now it's even more expensive to replace it.
And who's going to pay for the paved road? Who's going to pay to pave the road? It's $1 million a mile. We have 60 miles of gravel road, Frank. That is $60 million. That is 10 years of funding this town's operation. Complete operations. Police, fire, highway.
It just sounds like, well, though, we can go back and forth with the money and everything. You're not taking care of it. Right?
Today they
try
were.
your best. Is a gravel road more maintenance than an asphalt road?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're spending more money on the gravel road.
But we moved here because we like the gravel road.
Break it out. I'm not saying you're spending that $60 million in 1 year. Break it out. Do one a year.
But
do one half of a year. Go halfway and stop.
The people who live in this town, Frank, who have lived in this town their whole lives so far, the ones that are third generation here, like their gravel road.
That's fine if they like it.
I would lay on my gravel road and wouldn't let them pave it. I would lay right there and say,
She's not the only one that I've heard that from. I love my gravel road.
That's fine. I'm not saying I don't like it.
You know what happens when we pave the roads?
I have a truck.
Everybody speeds on the roads.
Complain that I have to do it
And
along
they complain.
the road, what I'm saying is that I just think a paved road is better than a gravel road. It's less maintenance, and then if it I don't think it's going to wash out all that easy. I mean, a 100-year storm, that's really something.
Yeah, we've had 3 of those in the last 5 years.
Let's be thankful we've got roads.
Stop it with that.
That's true too. I mean, I live in New Hampshire. I came out here on my own free will. I live on the lake. I bought a truck. I don't really complain about the roads. What I complain about is paying for them over and over and over and over. That's what I complain.
Well, when they get that bad as they did with the 3 storms, we get somewhat of a feedback from FEMA to help us. So, is that.
Well,
Okay. Well, we'll get one.
You did.
and you're really backing up the wrong tree anyways.
You are.
We only got a third of the budget. You should be at the school meeting. If we wiped out our entire budget for the municipality, you wouldn't even feel it. You wouldn't
When he's
even
done,
notice it.
We'll go to the other thing.
Oh, back to the other one?
Well, because he's got some, but wait till he's done. Are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for your time.
Thanks, Frank.
We're going to institute the timer I want to know between you and Rusty.
Rusty didn't show up, so we'll give you.
That's it.
We will give you some of Rusty's time.
Thanks, Frank. Other Frank?
Yeah, just in regard.
Now down because he called you out. Frank McDonald, I live on. He set the bar.
58 Lakeshore. No, in regard to, the roads, part of the stormwater management watershed protection thing is, addressing some of that stuff. So when we have that comprehensive plan, we look at, say, a road like Sunset or Rachel, which goes down to the sun, which need, and I'm sure, because we did a walkthrough with the DES and I'm sure they're going to identify those, and then those will be put on the list the projects we've done, and we'll be able to apply for capital grants for that to assist the town with some of the stuff. And that's really why proactively we went about all of that, because to Gary's point, we had 3 or 4 100-year storms in the span of 5 years, and we knew that the town could not keep pace with that.
In the span of 1 year.
Yeah, it was too.
We're still not paving the roads, Frank.
No, not all. I'm all about dirt and gravel.
See?
Atta
I got a
boy.
dirt roads.
We are, yeah. So in any case,
Dirt pit.
You're gonna have a chat with Frank.
Obviously maintain and in such a way that you don't have the current problem.
All right.
It would be great to see, for instance, one of the things that we'd love to, we're able to put catch basins, say at the bottom of the sunset Lakeshore Beach, to absorb some of that water, and or it'd be a model for other locations throughout the town. So I just wanted to add that. So.
All right.
Thank
You
you.
just threw yourself in Team Frank. Yes, Linda.
I just have Linda Nelson, 73 Ridge Road.
No. Go ahead.
I just want to say that I'm very happy with the new road agent because the crew came in I'm on Ridge Road, which is private, so we pay for everything on that road. But Hills Road is town maintained, or whatever. And so they came in a few weeks ago. They did the best job they had ever done. They dug into both sides of the banking, and it's the snow.
Nice.
But we're all just talking about it. We can't believe our roads.
Yeah, he does a really good job. Good. All right.
Thanks, Lynn.
Anybody else for public input? You really look like you want to say something. What is it? Are you sure? Does she not look like she wants to say something?
Wants to say
Just hold
something.
it in. Just hold it in.
All right. In that case, I will close public input at 7:16. And then I think we are going to go into non-public.
I just got 2 things real quick.
Oh, all right.
Real quick, dude. Just so everybody does know, Prospect Mountain has a joint budget committee. Those meetings will be December 2nd, December 9th,
Write it down,
and
Frank.
December 11th, at 6 p.m. in the library at Prospect. And then question real quick was, because I didn't know about it, but 300-year celebration committee that started up last Monday. Who's the chair of that?
Nancy.
Because like
We made her the chair.
everybody up. Did we?
Yes, we did.
No, because everybody I talked to,
Which one is that?
nobody knew about the committee.
Oh, okay. Well,
The
Nancy.
300-year celebration.
Oh,
Because Ed was still on board, and, you know, you guys.
Oh, was that still on the board when we did that?
Yes.
I wouldn't have let him off the hook like that.
I was gonna say because I don't remember that one, but
That's right. Yeah, you're
so,
I don't remember that one either.
so it's the joint budget committee up at Prospect. So December 2nd, December 9th, and December 11th, all at 6 p.m. in the library. So,
That's it, discuss the school.
that is to discuss Prospect's operating budget. Yeah.
What you can do? Those are Tuesdays.
Tuesday and one Thursday.
Okay.
So
All right. Anything else?
Just one more question, so the regular budget meeting, is that on a time schedule?
No, I don't think she's put that out yet. They just.
no, the budget committee chair hasn't put that out yet.
There you go. Okay. Motion to go into non-public.
I make a motion to go into non-public under RSA.
Let's see. B. We'll,
Yes, yeah.